Hello everyone and welcome back to another Crash City Requested number 26. Today it is a request by Molly Production again, and we have a free-for-all consistent of Boko, Arthur, Stanley, Connor, Caitlin, Edward, Molly's Tender, and Emily's Tender. It'll be the best out of 7 rounds, so let's get started with round number 1. And to start in round 1, we will have Emily's Tender. Molly Tender. Edward. If I could actually get a switch. Molly's Tender. Oh, Edward gets taken out by Emily's Tender. Boko. Arthur. Oh, okay, Molly's Tender got Boko, but no damage on Caitlin. Stanley. Oh, Emily's Tender and Caitlin have collided. They're both stuck on the track. Oh, they're both down. Stanley busts through. Oh, Connor rounded out, but oh my goodness. Molly's Tender now. Oh, Connor's switched tracks and is trying to get free. Stanley's struggling to push Arthur off the tracks. Oh, Connor's down. Boko is still... looks like the only one going around. Stanley still has a chance, I think. Molly's Tender, I'm not quite so sure. Oh, it's Stanley. Stanley's still hobbling around. Boko was going. Boko's trying to go a little bit, switching tracks, but Stanley, with a wheel off, is now stuck. But oh, he's going again. He's back. He's back on the tracks. Well done, Stanley. He is rounding the bend. Let's see, will he finish off Boko or send him off on the other track? Oh, Boko's out, and Molly's Tender's down as well, fully. And now it is only Stanley rolling around the tracks. Sometimes we don't have quite a clear winner, but Stanley is going strong today so far. And that is 1 point for Stanley and 0 for everyone else because it's only the first round. So let's get them reset for round 2. And because Stanley was the victor of the last round, he will start off this one as well. Then we have Arthur, Connor on the tracks, Boko. Oh, yeah, Connor barely gets Stanley, but he survives it. Emily's Tender. Molly's Tender. Oh, because Connor tries to go at Stanley again, and he falls over. Then we have Caitlin finishing off this lineup. Oh, Edward gets taken out by Boko. Oh, now Stanley and Caitlin switch tracks. That both have wheels off. Stanley's still trying to keep going. Edward's causing a block up. Emily's Tender's off the track. Oh, Caitlin's down on the inside loop. Now we have Stanley trying to gets taken out by Arthur. Emily's Tender is being sandwiched. Oh, she's almost switched tracks. Molly's Tender holding her up. Boko trying to get a breakaway. Arthur nearing the action, and he gets past. Oh, Emily's Tender did a complete switch now. Oh my goodness, first Stanley and Arthur, and then Emily's Tender, and now Arthur completely switching tracks, and Molly's Tender trying to do the same. Boko's getting closer and closer. Upset that he didn't win the last round, so he's... Oh, gets hung up on Edward. Now he's off. Oh, he's pushed Arthur back on, and now he's fallen off, and Emily's Tender is freed, and Arthur's back on the tracks now too. What is happening? Oh, Boko's not finished yet. He's gonna try and take out as many engines and tenders as possible, and he took out Arthur, and you have Molly's Tender barely hanging on, but not going anywhere. But Emily's Tender was last one going, so she will get the point. 1 point for Emily. That was... the tables turned so many times that round. That was crazy. A lot of action, which is just what we like, right? Alright, that is it for round 2, so let's restart for the next one. Here we are with Emily's Tender in round 3, followed by Connor, Arthur, Edward, Stanley. Oh, Arthur and Emily's tender switch it up. Arthur tried to go a little bit, but he fell off. Emily's tender's also down. We got Molly's tender, Caitlin, and Boko rounding it out. Molly's tender got taken down by Stanley and Edward. Still 5 engines remaining. Boko, Edward, Stanley, Connor, and Caitlin. Caitlin just barely tipped Stanley there. Boko, Willie hit Connor. Nope. Oh, it looks like Stanley and Caitlin are meeting up. Oh, Caitlin finally takes down Stanley. 4 engines remaining. 4 engines down. We will have a new winner here because Stanley and Emily's tender were the previous winners, so we'll have another engine with point on the board. And Edward's getting close to, oh, he is almost hit Connor, but Caitlin almost hit Edward too. Connor pushing Boko, that could be a dangerous move. Edward into the side of Boko, oh, but Connor pushes him over. Oh, it looks like Connor has a front wheel off. On the back loop, oh, he's out. It's Caitlin and Boko remaining. I think Caitlin's gonna catch up in just a few rounds because Boko's kind of slow but steady. Oh, I think this could be it already. And kapow! Oh, so close. And they will not meet at this crossing because Caitlin is too fast and is going to catch up to Boko. Will she suffer the same fate as Connor? Boko's been in like the last top to 2 standing of these last rounds, but yet still doesn't have a point. Will it change? Oh, it looks like Caitlin's, there's no way she can recover from that. Boko, at long last, gets a point on the board. It was a hard fought and well-earned point. So well done, Boko, Stanley, and Emily. Points on the board so far. Let's see what round 4 brings. And here is round 4. Let's get the victor of last round, Boko, heading it off. Very quiet. Now it is Caitlin, Stanley, Connor, Edward, Molly's tender. Oh, Caitlin gets taken out by Connor, who also has a front wheel off. Stanley now gets caught by Edward. There's a jam up now. Emily's tender rounds it off. Oh my goodness, there's engines are going sideways. Oh, Arthur switched tracks. Oh, he's falling off. What is happening? There is a big pile up there as Boko crashes into it. And he pushes Emily's tender to the side. Edward has got his buffers stuck on Stanley's side rods. And they are jackknifed. And Boko runs into them and they are stuck. Boko, the winner of last round, luckily gets another point, maybe because he was the first one out, but Caitlin got taken out and then Stanley was right behind her and blocked everyone up. So that is a second point for Boko, 2 in a row. He is doing quite well. Let's go on to round 5. I think this time we'll let Molly's tender be the first one going. We'll have Arthur go next. Edward, Boko, let him get to the crossing. Emily's tender. Oh, Arthur got sandwiched between the 2 engines. Oh, Edward clipped Boko. You got Stanley going. Oh, Boko's down. Oh, Stanley just gets flung off the rails by Molly's tender. And Connor ends it out. You got Boko, Stanley, and Arthur all out. Emily's tender still is the only one with a point and takes out Caitlin. Edward, Connor, Molly's tender, and Emily's tender. Oh, the 2 tenders collide. Oh, Emily's tender's down. And there goes Molly's tender as well. Now we have Connor and Edward. Connor usually does quite well in these competitions. I think he might be the have the award for most wins in a competition. I think he had 5 or 6 rounds won, almost all of them. But today he seems to not be fully in it, but Edward also hanging in there. I think we might need a tiebreaker, so that's what we will cut to. So just give us one moment. Alright, the tiebreaker is set up. We have Edward and Connor, so let's get them started off. 3, 2, 1, go. Pretty even speed. I think Connor might be slightly faster, but who will stay on the tracks? Oh, Connor has lost a truck, and the flatbed's also fallen. The trucks are scrunched together. Connor struggling to push forward. Oh, Connor now is derailed. Edward trying to push him over. Connor just barely hanging on. Oh, Connor's down. Edward is about to give it to Edward anyway, but now I think it's quite official. Edward gets a point in the tiebreaker, and is now on the board, tied with Emily and Stanley for 2nd place. So let's go on to the next round. Let's have Edward start round 6. Then we have Caitlin, Stanley, Molly's Tender, Connor, Boko. Oh, Molly's Tender and Caitlin got into it, I think. Oh, engine just sneaking by. Arthur. Oh, Molly's Tender gets taken out by Boko. Boko barely holding on staying on the track. Oh, Edward and Emily's Tender mix it up. Oh, and it looks like, could Edward actually recover? Oh, but he's about to get hit by Boko. Edward's down. He's flipped over. Boko somehow still on the track. Caitlin just nearly missed Stanley. Nearly hit. Boko fell over. Oh, Caitlin just took out Stanley and recovered, but now took out jinxed Arthur. His sideways. Now Connor's struggling to get by. Oh, what the? Arthur just kind of flicked Caitlin off the track and himself. And Connor is half on, half off the track. So, but I think it was Caitlin. I think kind of met with Arthur and fell off, but I think Caitlin also did kind of take out Arthur, and Stanley. So I think I'll let Caitlin have the win for this one. She was taking out engines left and right, it seemed like. So she is now 1 point on the board, but still no one has caught up with Boko, and time is running out. So let's skip to the finale round. Round 7. Who will anyone be able to tie up with Boko? Caitlin, Caitlin, Edward, Emily's Tender, and Stanley are the only ones who could. Or Boko might be able to get another point. We'll have to see. Edward and Molly's Tender, are both down. And we have Arthur. Molly's Tender has run up to the back, and now Connor got taken out, but it took 3 engines to push him over. Boko is still in. And now Caitlin, Stanley, and Emily's Tender could also get a 2nd point to tie it up. Stanley is now out. He is going sideways and trying to take out blocks. So now Caitlin is running in, and and it's taken out Boko, and now Arthur's off the tracks too, it seems. That means Emily's Tender is the victor of this round. But the game is not quite over, because Emily's Tender and Boko are tied up with 2. So we'll have to go into a tiebreaker to decide this tie. Arthur's down. The tiebreaker is ready. We're going to have Boko just to head off just a second sooner. So It's a bit closer because Emily's Tender is a bit faster, just so it's a little bit even, but Emily's Tender has collided with the first truck, and now Boko, oh, their couplings are stuck, and it's a draw, so I think we're going to have to restart that. Alright, let's try again. Let's, once again, Boko go a few seconds sooner, and Emily's Tender will hopefully catch up in about the same time. It looks like I timed it pretty well, and once again, it is a draw. Reset once again, I guess. And that didn't work, so now we are going to go back to the old-fashioned tiebreaker. They just kept drawing, so we're going to have Boko go. And now, I guess, Emily's Tender. These two, they just very equal strength, so I'm going to see if the old tiebreaker will do its trick once again. So Emily's Tender is now pushing on Boko's freight cars. Seem to be sticking to the tracks quite well. But there is a wheel coming off now on the green truck of Boko's train. Oh, and now it's it got more wheels off. Switch the points. Oh, it's falling off. Oh, and Boko's down. Emily's Tender. That was a very long-fought battle, but Emily's Tender is the victor. So let's get them in the middle for a final recap and photo shoot. And the winner is Emily's Tender with a total of 3 points. Boko finishing on second with 2, but it was a really close battle, and to feel really they're kind of equally matched, but Emily's Tender kind of won, but Boko was also a bit slower. But anyways, then we have Stanley, Caitlin, and Edward on 1 point, and Connor, Molly's Tender, and Arthur all on 0. So here are the final scores, and we will resume the letter battles on Tuesday and Thursday, because we haven't done one in a week or two. So, and again, there'll be a few shorts being released over time. And once again, thank you for 300 subscribers, and that's pretty much all I have for you. So thank you for watching. Troublesome Trucks signing out. See ya. Bye.